Hello everyone and welcome back to another installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I was just giving a little explanation into the process of gift giving. But yeah, the actual nature of the characters in this game is quite dynamic. If you actually pay attention to what each character likes and dislikes, they will approve of you, and you'll get different dialogue options, and they react realistically to things. If you do something evil in front of Alistair or Leliana or some of our other party members, they will react negatively. They will not just... Some of them, even if they feel strongly enough, will even attack you. So it depends, or if you approve, they I don't think they do anything if they severely approve, other than just, approve. Let's see.
Something on your mind?
Oh, see? His dialogue option changed. And by now you may have figured this out. Okay, brief explanation. There are 4 characters in your companions that can be romanced. Some of them by either gender, some of them by only one gender. The 4 characters are Morgan, Alistair, Leliana, and one other character who hasn't shown up yet, and I'll point him out when he shows up. Leliana and the other guy who hasn't shown up yet, they go either way. So ultimately, either gender, rather, you have 3 options. But Morgan and Alistair are just straight. And so for this game, I'm going to do a romance with Alistair. So I may as well kick that off with this. Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
You know you're handsome, Alistair.
Maybe. It doesn't hurt to have a pretty girl say that, though. Beats being run through with a sword any day. So, is this the part where I get to say the same?
Not unless you don't think so. Or...
Oh, I think so. I'll just spring it on you when it's a surprise.
Freeze. Oh. And he approves +3, but I'm going to point out a fundamental difference I think happens after that conversation. Ah, yes. See, before it was neutral, but not because of the number, but because of the dialogue option, it's now listed as interested. Meaning that more dialogue options are going to start coming up, and it's, well, you'll see as the game goes on. But yeah, that will be...
Yes?
Yeah. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
And the more their approval goes up, the more dialogue options you'll have. If they don't like you, they're not going to bring up stuff about their past, for example. So, anyway, I'm talking with Leliana now. What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
You know, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique. Because then, they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
Now here's where you can actually start flirting with her. What about your fruit? Is it forbidden? But I'm not gonna do that, because I actually feel bad for Leliana. That's what they say.
I did not take those vows that the initiates took. Vows of poverty, chastity, among others. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
So your skills were learned before your time in the Chantry?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
She doesn't quite seem comfortable talking about her past. +2. Well, either way. Right. Oh, I'm hearing sirens. Someone was naughty in my neighborhood. You know, I probably shouldn't say it like that. Anyway, so, when you finish with Lothering, that actually opens up to the rest of the game. Where you start seeking out. It is a little bit open-ended and non-linear. However, like I said before, depending on where you go, it'll be more difficult. Oh, thank you for making my save redundant game. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes. But I'm going to do things a little out of their suggested order because I want to have a particular option open later, and I'll expand on that when we get there. Oh. I actually forgot about this cutscene, which surprises me.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feed it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
I see. The Archdemon? Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Enchantment! Okay, you'll actually know what I'm talking about in a moment. Soldier's Peak. Sweet. So this is camp, and Alistair approves, +1. Right. As long as you're nice to him, he's usually pretty nice. Well, camp looks pretty bare right now. But, well, we've got Morgan is all the way over there, and people just generally standing around the fire. You can talk with them here, and this is where you can actually have everyone in your party basically all gathered at once. And you can cycle through and actually assign armor and equipment as needed. Let's see. I've got a couple of minutes. Yes. And they'll be more willing to discuss private matters or other personal things while they're here. Actually, I'm not quite sure how much time I have left, but trying to decide what to do. Oh, I know. I'll do this.
Oh, hi you little!
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
He can get a little whiny. There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
But yeah, pretty much everyone gets along with Puppy here. And on that note, I'm going to cut off the recording for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I hope to see you next time.